Hello guys, Atlas here. In today's video, I'm going to show you a basic guide on how to do the Barrows minigame using black salamanders. Now many people don't know what salamanders are, so I'm going to give you a quick look here. Now I would suggest that you use a black salamander, but you can also use the others as well. Here are the requirements, and a black salamander requires 70 magic, 70 attack, and 70 range. Now salamanders are highly effective against the Barrows brothers. As you can see here, the three different attack styles, and we're going to be using the mage and the range today. Now I'm also bringing a whip in DFS to defeat one of the Barrows brothers named Karil. Now here's your basic inventory setup. Here you can see I have rock tails and prayer potions, as well as a super defense, a German staff, and a one-click teleport to Verac. Now there's a lot of different setups, but this is what works best for me. If you're a higher level, you won't need many food or prayer potions, but if you're a lower level, then I would suggest that you fill up your inventory as much as possible. Now you cannot use summoning, so that's out of the question for this minigame. One thing to note though, this minigame is dangerous, and if you do die, you will lose all of your items upon death. So be careful, if you do die, you will lose your items. Here's a quick look at our setup for our equipment. As you can see, I'm wearing full Verocs, dragon boots, a regent bracelet which slowly restores your life points, black salamander, and a black salamander requires Harlander tar as ammo, which is fairly cheap. A black salamander only costs around 400 GP, and an ammo only costs about 200 GP each, so a very effective and very cheap method to use. Amulet of Fury, a skill cape, and I would recommend a Ring of Wealth over a Ring of Life due to the chances of receiving Barrows armor. Alright, so before we even begin, there's a few quests that you need to complete. Priest and Pearl, Lost City, and a Fairy Tale Part 2 just to the point where you can access fairy rings. Now, these quests are required so we can use fairy rings to use our shortcut to the Barrows. So if you haven't already done so, equip your German staff and click this fairy ring, which is located between the Grand Exchange and Edgeville. Now I'll show you where that's located here on the world map. So here we are between the Grand Exchange and Edgeville, and this shortcut is going to take us right here. So now simply click a fairy ring. This will bring you to Zenaris, which is a lost city, which you will find once you do your quest. Simply click the fairy ring again. And we are going to click BKR, which is located on your log list. Some of you might find that your log list isn't completely filled in. Simply just look up combinations on Google and you'll find them. Or you can enter them manually. That works as well. But BKR is Mauritania, Mortmire, which is south of Canifis. So simply click this and teleport to this location. Now once we get here, we're going to run south as fast as possible. So from here, just run south. And a little bit to the southeast. Beware of these ghasts, as you can see that one just attacked me. They won't cause any damage, but they will spoil your food. So just keep that in mind. And here we are. Just run southeast until you find this little icon on your minimap. And right click and click Board Swamp Boaty. There's no requirements for this boat, it's free. So this boat will take you down the river to our shortcut. You will arrive here in Morton, which is a small village. Now to simply run across the bridge east. And you will arrive in Barrows in about 30 seconds. For the sake of time, I'm going to speed up most of this segment. So before I do, make sure you go ahead and equip your black salamander, and make sure it is on blaze, which is the magic attack. Alright, so first up on our list is Dharok. Make sure you pray melee before you search the sarcophagus. Other than that, he's pretty easy to defeat. Make sure you keep an eye on your prayer though, because he can KO you. Next up on our list is Karil, which turns out that he's my tunnel, so we'll come back to him later. Next is Verac, and he may hit through your prayer, so keep aware of that, but just make sure you pray melee and you should be fine. Next we have Guthans. Just make sure you pray melee, and other than that, really nothing else to mention. Next we have Torags, and same deal as last time, make sure you pray melee. Also note that while you're in the tombs, your prayer will continue to drain, so make sure you keep a constant eye on your prayer. And lastly we have Ahrims, and make sure you pray mage, and make sure you change your combat style to range on your black salamander before you attack him. And there you go, so now just head back to Karil, which was my tunnel, and there you have it. Alright, so once you enter the tunnel, this is where the tricky part begins, because it's a big labyrinth and you have to find your way around it. And basically the best advice I can give you is just keep running around in a circle and try to search the inner doors, and eventually you'll come across a puzzle door, as you can see right here. And what you want to do is answer the puzzle door correctly, and that gives you access to the central crypt where the chest is located. Now, as you see, I entered it correctly, and I also found Karil. Now, make sure you pray range, and I equip my DFS and my whip to defeat him. But also note that your prayer is also still draining while in a catacomb, and you might have to search around a little longer to find your brother. Now, if you can't find the last brother, make sure you find the puzzle door, and you might have to search the chest inside before you defeat him. But make sure you defeat all of the other brothers first before you enter the tunnel. So there you have it. As you can see, I only used one prayer potion and one rocktail, which is not bad at all. So once you find your way around the catacomb and defeat the last brother, simply open the chest and search for your loot. And unfortunately, this time I got shit loot, which was, I'm gonna guess, around 80k. Ooh, maybe less. Ouch. Well, okay, around 80k, which is the average when you do Barrows. Although there is a lot of luck involved. You can get drops up to 18 mil, including a Visage. So from here, just simply teleport to Verac and repeat. So there you have it. There's my basic tutorial on how to do the Barrows minigame. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video, favorite it, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.